It took for me to get a little older to understand that life isn't always about the massive milestones. Yes, it's good to have people to celebrate, the major milestones like buying your first house or buying your first car or graduating college. Those are massive milestones to celebrate. But we as people, sometimes we forget to celebrate the small milestones too. Like if you finally moved out of your family members or your friend's basement and you're getting your first studio apartment, or if you gotten into a relationship, or if you passed that midterm exam, you're on your way to get your college degree, which is a massive milestone. But in the meantime, you're still in college and you have to pass that midterm exam. And once you pass that test, that's a milestone to celebrate. Say, for example, you're a content creator, right? I'm gonna say this from a perspective of a fellow YouTuber, and you want to get to a goal of 5,000 subscribers. You're at your first 200 or your first 100, or even if your first 50. That's a small milestone to celebrate. Say, for example, you got into the gym, you signed up for the gym finally, and you want to meet your weight goal, right? Whatever your weight goal may be. Like, say, for example, you want to get down to like 170, 160, 150, 140, anywhere around that range. And you've only lost 10 pounds so far. Or 5 pounds. Those 5 pounds are something to celebrate. That losing 10 pounds is something to celebrate. It's those moments in the dark that we forget to celebrate, right? If your kid took their first steps, if your child said their first word today, that's a massive milestone. That's a small yet massive milestone to celebrate. You know what I mean? There's so many people who say, oh man, I can't wait to have kids. When they get to this age, I'm gonna teach them this. When they become teenagers, I'm gonna teach them how to drive and all that. What about while they're young? They learned how to count. They learned how to ride a bike. You know what I mean? They took their first steps. Those are all milestones to celebrate. But it's about the small milestones as well. Say, for example, you want to meet your goal, your fitness goal of 5,000 steps by the end of the week, or by the end of next week, and you're already at your first 500. That's a milestone to celebrate. Say, for example, you want to meet your financial goal of saving up $3,000 to go on a road trip with your friends, and you're already at your first 250. Like, after budgeting everything, after paying all your bills, your rent, or your mortgage, your car note and everything, you got your first 250 set aside. That's something to celebrate. Don't overlook the small moments, because they matter too. And some of those small moments are bigger than the major milestones. Man, a lot of us take those small milestones for granted. Start being grateful. Start counting them as blessings too. Because if you just celebrate the major milestones and you forget about the small ones, and you achieve those major goals or those major milestones, you're going to feel so sad when there's nobody to celebrate those major milestones with you, because you overlooked your friends, you overlooked your family, you overlooked your kids, you overlooked the small milestones, the small moments in the dark that you didn't record on camera. You overlooked those times because all that mattered to you was achieving this milestone, was becoming this success story. Do not take for granted the small milestones. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys real quick. I got a lot of errands to run with me, my wife, and my kids today, but I just wanted to make this quick video to encourage you to count your blessings, both the major milestones and the small ones as well. I love you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Good night. God bless. Peace.